Okay, I came over to ebizmba.com and I actually went directly to the link that you saw in the previous slide, which is ebizmba.com/articles/social30. And this is the top 30, just the largest social bookmarking websites on the internet. Now, all you have to do is go down and create an account with each one of these, and it literally takes minutes to get an account set up, and then you set up a social bookmark and point that bookmark directly to your video. And if you do that for each one of these and set up a bookmark going to your video from each one of these accounts, that is just major, major points for you in your video in the search engines. And, yeah, again, there's a lot of other ones out there, but these are the only social bookmarking websites I use, and these are the ones that I highly recommend that you use because they can just give you so much more popularity in the search engines, which will get your videos to show up at the top of the search engines, which means more free traffic for you. So that's all there is to video bookmarking. It's very easy, and now you have all the links that I use, and it's just really, really good that you apply this. Video podcasting. The single most powerful method in video marketing is video podcasting. And a video podcast is simply a series of video files which is distributed over the internet by syndicated downloads through web feeds, portable media players, like things like the iPod, and even personal computers through software like iTunes. Now, anyone that is subscribed to your podcast will be informed as soon as you release a new video in your podcasting series. Now, this is great because it allows you to build massive followings of viewers on the internet in a record amount of time. Now, the best way to plan for a video podcast is to prepare a series of fun and entertaining, even useful videos for other people to watch. And it takes a little bit of planning to do this properly, but it allows you to distribute your content to people who are just genuinely interested in what it is that you have to say. And just like everything else out there, the best way to identify where to begin with your video podcasting is to simply model after those who are already successful. Now, the biggest video podcasting directory is, and it's just really easy to navigate, is videopodcasts.tv. And simply look around this directory and search for related products on your market. And having a podcast is just like, it's like having your own television show, but it's just way cooler because you don't have to deal with all the production costs, and it's your own podcast. And once you're creating videos for your podcast series, you can then submit them to places like Apple iTunes, which just gives you a massive exposure in a very short amount of time. Now, the fastest way to get your video podcast into Apple iTunes is to submit them to a very popular site out there called blip.tv, and I'll show you that in a moment. And just when you submit your videos to blip.tv, they'll automatically submit them to iTunes, which is just really easy. Now, many people nowadays, they just simply are not using video podcasts, which is just really good for you because most people, they just don't know what video podcasts are, they don't know where to submit them, and they just don't know the power that comes from having them on the internet, this is just incredible news for you. So the information that you're now getting just with video marketing in general, just adding all that and then making a podcast, which is a video series, is just extremely easy if you just plan ahead for a video series rather than just creating videos one by one with no solid direction on where you're going, which many of your competitors do. I mean, think of it like Oprah. When Oprah puts together, her TV show, her producers or the people who plan out her shows, they don't just create new shows out of the blue every single day. They have it planned very far ahead of time. And that's all you do with your video podcasting. And it's fun, it's easy, and you're just going to get a lot more traffic from it. So let me show you, the websites that I just recommended and how you use them. All right, I'm over on videopodcasts.tv, and you can see that it's a really big podcasting directory. And what you can do is actually scroll down and look for all the podcast categories that they have, and choose a category and look at podcasts that people already have. You can look at all of the videos that they have in line. It's just really cool because, let's say if we go to, let's say, education, and you scroll down, you can see people have podcasts about guitar lessons. They have podcasts about Bible studies. They have podcasts about universities and workshops and things regarding children's music. I mean, it goes on and on and on. And it gives you a really good idea as to what kind of podcasts are already out there. And what you can do is click on add video podcast, and it will actually take you to where you can personally add your video podcast directly to their directory. So it's just really easy, and it's really fun to actually put in your podcast in massive directories. Now, if you want to get your video podcast into iTunes, there's a website out there called blip.tv. And if you go there, pause this so you don't get get a sickness from the video going. But you can actually go to upload a video here, and when you create a free account, which it's all free, you create a free account, Blip TV, and when you upload videos, it puts it into a video series automatically. And when it does that, it submits them to iTunes, which they can get improved in iTunes, and you just start getting a lot of exposure to your video podcasts. So it's just really amazing on how to use podcasting, and people just don't know where to go. It's like everyone wants to create a video and put it in iTunes, because with the way Apple's taken off right now, it's really really good thing to do, but no one knows where to do it. So now you know where to do it. You just go to Blip TV, and for your ideas and all that, go to the videopodcast.tv, and that's all there is to getting started with video podcasting. Here's some closing thoughts. By now, you should have a very clear understanding of how powerful video marketing really is with today's technology. The majority of people with products on the internet may create videos, but they simply do not understand video marketing and how they can properly get a lot of free traffic by effectively marketing their videos. So with going through this training session alone, you have an incredible advantage over anyone else out there and all of your competitors if you simply apply the techniques that you've just discovered. Now, if you've never created a video before, it's very simple. And if you want to create a real-time video with your face, doing interviews or giving visual demonstrations, you can simply use a cheap camcorder or any new digital camera nowadays that records video, and which most newer digital cameras do. And it's really easy to get your face on camera, and you can become popular, I guess, being a star. But if you don't want to do any of that, you can use a software that's extremely easy to install and use all of your video tutorials, and that is simply using Camtasia Studio. And that's everything that I'm using to create these video tutorials for you. I don't have a fancy $2,000 camcorder or a $500 digital camera. I just have Camtasia Studio installed on my computer, and I use that, and I can make these kind of videos for you. So it's just all you need is a little bit of creativity. And if you ever feel that you're stuck or you're just out of ideas or you really don't know where to start with creating and marketing your videos, always do a little bit of digging on places like YouTube or Expert Village, for ideas and to get that creative spark that will ignite your ability to develop an incredible video that you can instantly distribute all over the internet. And if you want to take your video marketing a step above everybody else, you can also do video podcasting. And video podcasting can get you massive traffic to your websites or products that you're promoting as an affiliate. And with video podcasting, it's no different than creating any other video. You just simply plan out a video series ahead of time as if you had your own television show. Now, once you've created your standalone videos or your video podcasting series, you can then distribute them across the internet using the video distribution sites like YouTube that I recommended earlier, or automated programs like I mentioned, which is like Video Post Robot, which you can get at videopostrobot.com. Now that you've completed this video training session, you have everything you need to properly plan, create, produce, and even market your videos to millions and millions of people on the internet. And most importantly, always remember, marketing videos and just videos on the internet, popularity is always king.